Hey everybody, this is Nicole from the Free Spirit blog. So thank you for those that read my blog and get all excited. I appreciate you guys. And I just want to share what I learned and the things that I do on a regular basis with others. Hopefully it starts some sort of movements where people don't buy as much shit and we don't live with so much pollution, and our animals are better taken care of. All of this is a chain effect, and the choices that we make on a day-to-day basis can have influence in the future. So, with that being said, this video is about my passion, which used to be fashion, and crazy shopping every single week. Now, I was that type of person to constantly, every single week, if I was bored, I bought something new, whether that was a nice little purse that was useless. It could have been makeup from MAC or Sephora, or I was always out buying new clothes. And one day, I took a hard look at my closet, and I realized, what the hell, like, I haven't worn this in a year, and I bought this 2 years ago, and I bought it for 30 bucks. And then I added up at least 7 of the same shirts that were worth at least like $50. And I was like, are you kidding me? This is so much money. Like, adding up my whole closet was like $4,000. So I was actually shocked by how much money I spent on a stupid little addiction that I just, I was bored. I live right beside the mall. Then maybe that's why I spend so much money. And it was a problem. And then I looked at all the other stuff I took a nice walk around Value Village, and there's so much stuff people are giving away. And then I thought, there's so much stuff people are making, and it's like, just everything is just, there's too much of it. So I decided one day I'm gonna stop, for the sake of my wallet and for the sake of our planet, because and the sake of my room. I have a very small room. So then I started my 6-month shopping challenge. And actually, just like that, just one day I was like, that's it. Fuck this shit. I have enough. And I stopped buying things for 6 months. Now, during these 6 months, the first 2 months, actually first few weeks, were a period where I just like transformed everything. So I got rid of my fashion magazines. It's so important to get rid of that. I mean, fashion magazines, half of it, most of it, 80% of it is just advertisements. They want you to buy stuff from them. So I got rid of that. I wasn't looking at that. I was less tempted to buy it. I also unfollowed a lot of Instagram fashion sites. Those blogger sites that are like, oh, buy this, buy that, new outfit, do this. I'm like, no, time for me to stop this craziness. And I unfollowed that. I unfollowed all the celebrities that promoted this kind of advertising. And if you know me, you know that I don't watch TV, so I didn't have to cut that out. But if you're doing a 6-month free shopping challenge, cut out your TV and it'll help you a lot, for sure. Also, I changed and then in the next few weeks, so the first 2 weeks were a period of transformation, getting rid of all that crap you don't need. And then in the third or fourth week, I started clearing out my closet. And by clearing out my closet, I took a hard look at what I don't need, and I just got rid of it. And I counted how much money I would have, saved if I didn't buy that shit. And how much money, how much time, and all these clothes they're just sitting there, and they're smelling the air, it's unnecessary. So just get rid of that. And then so the first few weeks were great. I was like, yeah, I'm doing this, yeah. And then came around 4th and 5th week, and it's been a month or two, and my friends are like, hey Nicole, let's go to the mall. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the mall, but I'm gonna eat food with you. I'm not gonna I'm gonna window shop with you. So I mean, shopping was an excuse for me to get food, basically. It was no longer yeah, let's go get that new shirt, or yeah, I'm starting a new job, let me go get dressed. I was like, okay, I'll help you, but I'm gonna get food. So I didn't buy any clothes. It was really difficult. especially if your friends are trying on really cute stuff from Aritzia. You're like, girl, you look good, but I know I won't look at this good because 6 months without shopping is a thing for me. So it was difficult, definitely was. But when I explained to them why I was doing this and basically what I wanted to get out of this, then they were more respectful of it. And if they aren't, they're not your friends. So bye bye. And so yeah, that was the first 2 months, I would say. And then after the first 2 months, it was around Christmas time. I remember it was December, and my family, we always do the typical tradition. Let's get each other gifts, you know, like small little gift even. Like, I get you this, you give me this. It's always like perfume, or like I always get pajamas every Christmas. And like, how many pajamas do I need? I took a nice hard look at my closet and I was like, I have like 8 pajamas, and I only wear like 2. Or like I wear a shirt that I bought from New York a while ago for my pajama over and over again. So like I don't need more stuff. So I told my parents and I told my sister, I'm like, guys, I'm doing my 6-month no shopping challenge. I'm not gonna buy any gifts for anybody. I'm like, don't call me cheap. I won't buy you gifts. I'll take you out. We'll go somewhere fun. I'm like, I suggested the aquarium. I'm like, let's do something fun. I don't want to buy you something that's gonna sit on the floor and just rot, and or I'm gonna give it to you. You're gonna pretend you like it and be all happy, but you're gonna throw it away a month or 2 later. Like, I don't want that. So instead, I decided we're all gonna go out to the aquarium. And my friends also knew about this, and the people are close around me knew about it as well. So that was the deal. So it was totally possible. And I also told them, please do not get me any gifts because I don't want any more stuff. I'm done with that. So they respected that. The only person that got me stuff was my boyfriend because he wanted to make a tradition, and I got him a nice little map, which he will find useful, that he could scratch out when he travels places. But that's it. Like, no more shit. I don't need that. And then 4 or 5 months in, I started having my perspective about shopping in general, and the fashion industry completely shifted. I mean, most of the fashion industry is heavily based on advertising. You get a lot of people advertising things constantly on TV. You're bombarded with at least 400 advertisements every single day, like at any given time, and it's difficult to stay out of that, but you just need to realize it's there. You need to realize people are trying to get your attention constantly, and once you are aware of that, you have like a strength to kind of resist it in a way. You know it's there, but you're like, I'm not gonna give into it because I know it's there to, like, you know, do this and this, make me shop, but I won't do it because I just don't want to. And then I watched this one video, it was going on Facebook, where fashion bloggers actually went out to the factories where their clothes are made, and they were shocked. They were crying because it's all slave labor. And the reality is, most of the retail stores at the mall use slave labor. H&M, Forever 21. Why do you think your clothes are so cheap? Because there's a child in India, or a mom in India, or a dad even, working there 24 hours a day. Well, maybe not 24 hours a day, but it's open 24 hours a day, I would assume, and people are working there non-stop just to make a shitty little shirt that you're gonna wear maybe once as a pajama and then throw out later. Like, no, that's just, no, I realized, it's just disgusting. Like, we're working 40 hours, let's say a week, just to basically support some sort of company that works with slave labor. Like, that's not cool at all. Like, slaves supporting other slaves, like, no thanks. So I basically started questioning the fashion industry, and I came to the conclusion that I will no longer be supporting any brands that use any sort of slave labor, and I will look for organic cottons and fabrics that are fair trade. Fair trade means that the farmer is paid a decent wage. They're not used for slave labor, and it's usually their own businesses that you are supporting. I will also support local businesses in the area. The best way to find this is do your Google research. All online, I found 20 to 30. I will make a blog post about the fashion stores that do not use slave labor and are organic in a few weeks or so. So subscribe if you want to stay in touch for that. That's definitely something I will be following for sure. So that is what I learned in my 6 months of shopping. And am I gonna go back to shopping for clothes? Yes, I will, because I want to look good. I don't want to look like a flop. But I will no longer be buying clothes that use slave labor and support animal cruelty, such as leather. So that is basically what I learned in my 6 months of shopping. And I realized I had so much free time for myself and like for my family in general. And I did a lot of things that I really liked. Like I had a lot of energy to like reach out into like nutrition, like reading things, like looking more into like meditation or like other spiritual practices around the world. Like it's really weird. Just like following this no shopping trend kind of like gave me more time to explore what I really like doing. So thank you very much for that no shopping trend. It definitely changed my life a bit. And I encourage you to try it for whether you want to save a few dollars if you're a student or if you're going through problems financially. That's perfect time to do it. But if you're like me and you just want to experience something different, you need a change, you want more time to yourself, this is the best thing to do for yourself and for your planet and for the fellow people in India and China and other places that are making your clothes. So that's my no shopping challenge for 6 months. And I encourage you to do the same. It's really fun. It's test your limits. But if you've done it before and if you've done it for longer, well, like heck yeah, that's amazing. Like good for you. I'm so happy. More people, yay! So I would love to hear about it. Like please, like comment, like message me, like anything, like write your own blog post, like share it. Like I want to hear about what's going on. So thank you guys for listening to my vlog. I really appreciate it. I will have more things coming in the future, so you can check out my blog, check out my stories. I love to tell stories, and I'll see you guys in a week. So have a good day. Bye.